little bit, as is Steve Gelbs from inside the ballpark. So many places to go on our postgame show tonight. Daniel Murphy did it again. Noah Syndergaard picking up his first career postseason victory. And let's begin, guys, with Noah Syndergaard, 5 2/3, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts, really picking up on the heels of Matt Harvey last night. What did he do to pick up on what Matt did and set the tone early in tonight's game?
Well, everyone had questions. What kind of pitcher would come out today? Was he going to be able to bounce back from coming in relief, throwing all those warm-up pitches? And would he have that plus fastball? Would the game plan stay the same? He answered all those questions in the first inning, attacking the hitters with his fastball, going right after him. You saw no ill effects from the bullpen or from the relief session. He looked tremendous right out the gate, able to use all his pitches in concert as he went into the 6th inning.
Ended up throwing 101 pitches in the game. In that 6th inning, it seemed like he started to nibble a little bit more and not be quite as aggressive.
Well, he had 6 strikeouts again in the first 3 innings, very similar to what he did last time. He started to be not afraid of contact, but being very hesitant to challenge these hitters with fastballs and fastball counts, putting himself behind way too many times, trying to nibble with the plus fastball. If you have that and they're still not making the adjustments, moving it around the strike zone, again, pitching in on a night like tonight would have really helped him, but he tried to go away. These hitters started laying off, so kudos to the Cubs hitters for laying off and changing their game plan and forcing Syndergaard's hand right there.
Well, he faced the Cubs' first career Major League start back in May in a 6-1 loss to Chicago. Very different story tonight. I think we're seeing it. It's really a thing of beauty to see the maturation of these Mets pitchers throughout the course of the playoffs so far. From that standpoint, Nelson, the maturity of this young man and the confidence he's taking to the mound right now, what's your thought process on how he's doing what he's doing?
His first game in the postseason, he's got to go up against Greinke, one of the best, if not the best pitcher in baseball this year. Then you go fast forward, he's got Jake Arrieta. Not an easy task. You could be daunted by that as a young player looking out at who you have to face. But these Mets pitchers, there's a special breed. They go out and they attack the strike zone. They have total confidence in the game plan that Dan Warden and the catchers put in place. They know what they are capable of doing. They might not be the household names. They might not be the guys that you tout just yet, but it's early on in their careers.
Power pitchers is what these Mets have. Another 9+ strikeout game for Mets starters. Let's get a look at some numbers as the fans make their way out of Citi Field. He joined some pretty elite company here. It's Noah Syndergaard, Al Leiter, Dwight Gooden, and Tom Seaver. Multiple 9 strikeout games in the postseason. Gary Cohen, those numbers speak for themselves.
I mean, he allowed just 1 hit over the first 5 innings. Anthony Rizzo, Chris Bryant was able to turn around the fastball, but he came right back with the fastball to strike out Rizzo to end that first inning, and then he was in command. He had himself a lead once he took them out for the 2nd inning, and he just ran with it from there.
Well, he had this tremendous fastball, and I thought in that 6th inning, Nelson, that he lost velocity on his breaking ball. They were taking it, and one in the dirt when he was throwing it the first 5 innings. He was throwing a very hard breaking ball, and I thought he was getting a little gas. Remember, he did the 1 inning of relief in Los Angeles. He got up 4 times. I thought he lost his fastball. I mean, the sharpness of his breaking ball, just by looking at the hitters taking, and I thought it was the right move for Terry to bring in Neese, who got the big out.
He clearly learned lessons watching Matt Harvey attack Kyle Schwarber last night. Remember, Harvey gave up the home run to Schwarber on a fastball, but for the most part, kept it soft to him, and he did the same thing to Schwarber today and struck him out 3 times.
Well, he struck out Schwarber on a changeup, a 3-2 change, a big out, and I forget the inning. I believe it was the 6th inning. And, he's a totally different pitcher than Harvey. Harvey's got 4 pitches. Syndergaard has got the slider, and it's 3 power. He's more of a power pitcher, and Harvey's a power pitcher, but Harvey's more refined. Syndergaard can go at you with that hard fastball, that hard breaking ball, and I just like the fact that he hasn't fallen in love with his changeup. He uses it very sparingly, and when you're throwing 100 miles an hour and then you get a 90-mile-an-hour changeup, I'd never heard of that one before.
Well, clearly the 2 days rest after the bullpen stint on Thursday didn't affect him at all early in the game, but maybe it affected him on the back end of this outing because he did seem to lose a little steam in that 6th inning.
I think so, and I think that Terry recognized that. You noticed that Dan Warthen went out to the mound after he got Schwarber out, as basically to face Bryant, and Bryant, I think he just give him a breather. And that's my guess that Warthen went out there and said, hey, this is your last man. let's close out the inning. And well, he didn't do it. Bryant got the double, the RBI double, and then Neese comes in and gets probably the biggest out of the ball game.